Hey guys, let's talk about a very important utility in Linux called cron. Cron is a time-based job scheduler daemon which executes the commands at the right time. For example, if you want to take weekly or daily backup of your important files, then you will use the cron daemon to schedule tasks for backup. Cron tab or cron table is a list of commands that are scheduled to run at regular intervals using the cron daemon. Now let's head back to our lab system. Let's type in man cron tab to open up the manual page for cron tab. Now there are a few important things here. First, each user on a Linux system can have its own cron tab, and these cron tab files are located in this particular directory, var spool cron tabs. However, these files should not be edited directly. You will need to use crontab -e command to edit these files. Next, to control which users on your system should have or not have access to crontab, you will use /etc/cron.allow or /etc/cron.deny file. So if you have 10 users in your system and 7 of them are allowed to use crontab, you will put those 7 in cron.allow file and the other 3 in cron.deny file. So this way you can control which users can access crontab in your system. However, by default, all users of a Linux system have access to crontab. Next, let's have a look at some of the options available inside crontab. -L will display the current user's crontab on standard output. -R will remove the current user's crontab. -E will edit the current user's crontab, and -I will prompt you before it removes the current user's crontab. So it will ask you if you are sure you want to remove the crontab. So let's exit out of this. Now let's first try and display the current user's crontab. Crontab -L, and you can see there's no crontab for current user, so let's create one. Crontab -E will edit the current user's crontab and it will display the default editor of your system. For me it's Nano, for you it could be Vim or VI. Now each line is an entry in crontab command and is run separately. Those lines which have hash symbol on the left hand side of them are commented out, which means these lines will not be run. Now the structure of a crontab command is, first you need to type in the minute, then you need to type in the hour that crontab command would be run. Third, you need to type in the day of the month, so 1st, 2nd, 3rd up to 31st, and then you need to type in the month in from 1 to 12, so 1 being January and 12 being December, and then the day of week, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So for Sunday you can type in 0 or you can type in SUN. For let's say Friday you can type in 5 or FRI, and then the command that will be run. So for example, in this example, this command is run at 5 AM. And how it is at 5 AM? For the minute part it is 0, so at 0 minute, and then 5, which means 5 AM, because this uses the 0 to 23 convention, so 5 is 5 AM and 17 is 5 PM. And then you have a star, and star means any value in this particular field, so each day of month or every day of month and every month, and then 1 is for Monday, so Monday 5 AM. And I've also put these values in this table, so you can reference this table when you're practicing. Going back to the lab system, let's try and put a command in which will be run every minute. To do that, we need to type in star for minute, star for hour, star for day of month, star for the month, and star for day of week, so 5 stars in total. And then the command, so let's type in touch and let's create a file, home labit documents, let's call it cron_test.txt. so what this command will do is it will create a file called cron_test.txt every minute. And if I save this and I type in cron tab -l, you can see it has displayed my cron tab command on standard output. Now I can either wait for the next minute for this to run, and I can type in ls and see that the new file was created, which by the looks of it was already created. Or to verify that a cron tab entry was run or not, I can type in grep, or I should clear this first so you can see it better. Now I can type in grep and then cron in capital /var/log/syslog. So what I'm trying to do is I'm searching for every line with cron in the syslog file, and this will give me all the entries which were run by the cron daemon. So as you can see at 6:51:01 this command was run. Now apart from this, if I do this again, because it's 6:52, there should be one more entry. So you can see there's 2 entries now. Now let's remove this user's cron tab, because obviously I don't want this to be run every minute. To do that, you can type in cron tab -r, and this will remove this user's cron tab. So if I type in cron tab -l again, you can see there's no cron tab for this labit user. So if I type in cron tab -e to edit cron tab, and let's say I'm typing in the backup command, so let's do a system backup of all the users on this system at maybe 11 o'clock on Sunday night. To do that, first I need to get out of current users cron tab, because if I'm backing up all users data, I have to add these entries in the root users cron tab, because root user will have access to all users. So I can type in sudo cron tab -e, and this will now open the root users cron tab, not the current users cron tab. And here for a 11 PM Sunday night backup, I need to type in 023 star any day of month, any day of any month, and then sun for Sunday, and the command would be tar -zcf. So z is zip, and create an archive, and I'm going to save it in, let's say I want to save it in /var/backups, so exactly the command from above, and tgz, and I want to back up the home directory, which will have all the users data. So if I type in this command now, just to demonstrate that this was root users cron tab, if I type in sudo cron tab -l, you can see that this command's present. But if I type in cron tab -l, there is no cron tab, because we use sudo while we were creating that cron tab. This command was added into the root users cron tab. Now another thing I want to demonstrate is the use of this utility crontab.guru. You can use this utility to validate the time sequence that you put in. So because I put in 023 ** and Sunday, you can see that it tells you in plain English what time this command would be run. So let's give it some funky value. So let's call it, instead of 023, I want to do it at 23 and then maybe 21 on first day of the month and on the second month, and the day of week could be anything. So this would be run at 21:23 on day of month 1, which means the 1st of February. So this will be next run at 2019 February the 1st at 21:23 hours. So this way you can validate your cron tab entries before you put them in cron tab and wait for them to actually run. With this, we have come to the end of this lecture. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next lecture. Bye.